Hey there, I'm Todd from ROIABLE, and today we're going to cover the SAP IdM migration topic related to data schema. You can find that topic under number 5 over here within the data category color. And if we click it, we're going to go right to the dedicated slide. As with any other solution, the data schema within SAP IdM is the foundation on which further functionality is built. It defines the data structures and their interrelations which reflect the data model of the customer. In the scope of SAP IdM, those are divided into entry types and attributes. You can think about entry types like objects, for example, an identity, a row, a privilege, so forth. An entry type contains various attributes which define what the respective object would represent. For example, with rows, it should contain a name, a key, some description, relations to other rows or privileges, validation repository, and so forth. All of these are attributes which have their respective configuration like name, description, storage type, presentation type, value help, user interface translations, and so forth. I'm pretty sure that if you get any doing until now with SAP IdM, you already know those terms, and at least once you have played with those properties in the Developer Studio. What we have certainly noticed is how easy it is to create new entry types, new attributes, combine them in various scenarios, achieving things which were not delivered in the standard SAP IdM solution. The question we're facing now, when we have to move away from SAP IdM, is: are we ready to give this flexibility away? Do we have to recreate from scratch all those custom attributes and entry types we worked on in the last years? Thankfully, the answer is no. We should not, and we will not give those away. Rather, we should look for a solution that allows us, in one way or another, to pick the ones we would like to keep and take them with you onto the next IAM chapter that your company will go on. Thankfully, the identity store schema, as it is better known, has its own export mechanism within SAP IdM, which delivers a structured XML formatted file. Using this file, it should be straightforward to outline entry types, and attributes which are worth migrating. Surely, this won't be a one-to-one migration, but it's worth trying to push it to the possible limit or even not leaving anything behind. Logically, we should ask ourselves, but even if we manage to migrate the data schema, is that really enough for my new IAM world? Unfortunately, the answer here is also no. No matter how flexible and easy to extend SAP IdM data schema is, it has a lot of flaws which should be addressed in the new solution. Taking one example with data structures, or more precisely the absence of those in the identity store schema. Looking at fields like MXFS company code and MXFS company code ID just proves the above. Should those two attributes are related to each other, with one being the technical ID of the company code, while the other represents the name of the company code. They have no relation whatsoever in the data schema, leaving us not much playroom on how to display those two together in a related manner. Many more examples exist, but let's not focus on just one aspect. Another improvement consideration should be in the area of data schemas when it comes to cloud applications, where Scheme takes over with serious speed and the existing schema of SAP IdM is just not ready for it. The mapping that the Scheme connector of SAP IdM is offering is just a workaround for what was already there, but the future of those mappings is JSON, while SAP IdM gives us XML and SQL. There are surely further pros and cons of the SAP IdM data schema, and I would encourage you to comment on the post below with your thoughts and suggestions on the topic. So much about the data schema topic for today. Don't forget to check on our social media channels for the full release of the ROIABLE SAP IdM Migration Guidelines. Till then, retain investment, stay compliant, and embrace cloud. See you next time.